Hey guys, welcome everyone for this week live PMP Q&A session. So again, I'm back to discuss with you some 5 new sets of PMP questions, which will be so close to the PMP exam. Yeah. So before we are getting started, as usual, let's do the basic things. So please let me know in the chat whether you guys can able to see me, and please let me know in the chat whether my voice is so clear for you. And also, let me say hi to people. Hi, Venkat. Nice to have you in this session. Hi, Anjana. Nice to have you. Hi, Pragya. Good to have you. Hi, Jagdish. So, can someone please let me know whether you can able to see me and hear me properly so that let's get started. Thanks for your feedback, Anjana. Hi, Cassie. Good to have you. Hi, Adivale. Hi, Kalyan. Good. Hi, Madan. Good to have you. So, I'm seeing a lot of my students. I'm so happy. And thank you, Adivale, for your feedback. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. Thank you for your feedback, Tali. Good to have you, by the way. Hi, Jean. Good to have you. Okay, guys, let's give a minute so that I expect some more people to join. Let's give a minute for them and then let's get started. Hi, Tio. Good to have you. Hi, Manoj. Thanks for your wishes. I hope you're doing good. So let's wait for a minute. Hi, Ashwani. Good to have you. Hi, Syed. Okay, guys. So let's get started then. Uh, I could able to see some new names on the chat box. So when you guys are joining for the first time, when you guys don't know who's this guy just came on the live. So my name is Gautam. I'm working as head of training department with EduHubSpot. So I take care of PMP coaching. So this is a short introduction about myself. And also for the new people, let me explain you the nature of the session. We are going to discuss some 5 questions in this particular session. How we're going to discuss this, I'll be showing you a question on the screen. I'll give you 1 minute for you guys to answer that question. So within a minute or within 1 minute 20 seconds, you guys have to read the question and you guys have to pick an option, and you have to put that option on the chat because I'm interested to know which options you're picking. Yeah. So after that, I will be approaching that question by applying some of the techniques. Yeah. And then I will be revealing the right choice for you. So this same process will be get continued for the 5 sets of question. So this is how the nature of the session would be. So let's get started. And before getting started, I have a message from Manoj. Hi Gautam, today I passed my PMP exam. Thanks for your session. So congratulations, Manoj. So this is a tremendous achievement, indeed a great milestone in your career. So I'm so happy that my sessions helped you out. Yeah. So don't stop here. Use that momentum and keep moving forward. Good. So let's get started. So this is your first question, guys. Actually, the timer is I have set for 60 seconds, but I'm going to give you some 20-30 seconds extra for this question. So please try this. I'm going to start the timer. Your time starts now. Guys, please put your options on the chat. I wanted to see which options you guys are picking. Okay. So I could able to see most people are juggling between option D and A. Okay, good. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Good. Okay, guys. So let me give time. So yeah, people are conflicting between A and D. Good. So now, before I try this question, I always start with explaining some three rules which you guys have to adhere to at any cost while you're approaching a scenario based question. So before starting discussing these three rules, I want to just highlight a comment from Dali. Dali mentioned she's from Nairobi. Oh, the reason why I'm highlighting is I'm a huge fan of the Netflix series called Money Heist. In that, there is a character called Nairobi. I just love her. So this name, I just like it. Yeah. Then hi from my side, Dali. Okay, now let's get on to the topic. So I'm gonna share you some three rules which you guys have to follow at any cost while you're approaching a scenario-based question. Means your PMP question. Rule number one: you have to spend quality time in reading the question, and you have to clearly understood the scenario was which was framed in the question. That is rule one. Rule number two: you have to clearly understood what was asked in the question. That is rule number two. Rule number three: you have to apply elimination technique on the options. It's not about picking the right choice, it's about eliminating the wrong ones or irrelevant options that will automatically take you to the right choice. So, throughout the five questions I'm going to attend today, I will be applying these rules on the questions, and then I myself will approach this question, and then I will be revealing the right choice. Yeah, good. Then let's get started. Okay, let me read this question. You are the project manager of a hybrid project. The predictive team tested the product before the rollout, and they found certain functionality that the agile team developed is not according to the design. In the retrospective meeting, the agile team identified the root cause of the problem and they fixed the defect. However, at the third iteration, the product owner feels horrified learning about the workaround and asks your team to come up with a better solution and redo the work. Which of the following is the best solution for you to prevent such situations? Okay, let me try to apply rule 1 and rule 2. Let me frame it up what I understood from this question. So I have a team which is predictive team. They did some testing before the rollout and they found some defect which is on the agile team. So what agile team did is in the retrospective, they identified the root cause of the problem and they fixed it. Now product owner came to know about this workaround which the agile team made at the third iteration, and product owner was not happy about it, and product owner is asking the agile team to come up with a better solution. Means product owner is asking to do a rework again. So which of the following option will help us to prevent such type of situation? See guys, how I'm spending the quality time in reading the question, how I'm understanding the scenario, which is very important. When you are doing this, you have a 50% chance that you will always pick right choice. Yeah, good. Now it's time to apply elimination technique in the options. Regularly engage with the product owner and run catch up meetings as and when necessary. Okay, whenever you are reading an option, you have to always think like whether this option is addressing the challenge what I have in the question. Now with this mindset, let's go back to the question. What is the challenge I have? Agile team has made a defect fix, and product owner has not happy about this defect fix. Question is asking how will I prevent this? When I regularly engage with the product owner and I run the catch up meetings in future, definitely when these kind of workaround my agile team or any team identifying, In that catch up meeting, I will automatically inform the product owner. And in future, this situation means product owner feeling horrified will not get repeated. Option A, it's addressing the challenge what I have in the question. For me, A looks like an excellent choice. But I won't conclude A is my pick without reading B, C, and D. A might be the good choice, but the best choice may lies with B, C, and D. Let's read B now. Help team focus by offloading all work on improving team impediments. Nowhere in the question it is stated, finding that improving the team impediments, solving the team impediments is the problem. No, option B is completely irrelevant. I'm comparing A and B. For me, still A looks like a better choice. I'm eliminating B. B is gone. Now it's between A, C, and D. Let's read C. Ask product owner for additional funding for rework owing to the lack of collaboration between predictive and agile team. Nowhere in the question it is mentioned funding is the problem. And also nowhere in the question it is stated there is a collaboration issue between predictive and agile team. No. For me still A looks like a better choice. C is gone. Now it's between A and D. Let's read D. Make the decision path conditions in the ground rules and correct and deviations as early as possible. Okay. See, here, what is the actual problem, guys? Product owner was not happy with the workaround. Question is asking how will you prevent? You yourself ask the question, you ask the question to yourself. Does D is addressing the problem? But A, when you are regularly engaging with the product owner, these type of workaround in that regular engagement, definitely you will inform the product owner and this situation will get prevented. For me, A still looks like a better choice, which is directly addressing this problem which I have in the question. I am eliminating option D. My pick would be A here. Guys, this is the mindset you guys should have. Ask yourself whether the option which I'm picking is really addressing the problem what I have in the question. Definitely you will ended up picking the right choice. Yeah, good. That's okay. If you guys have picked the wrong choice, make sure that after my explanation you guys are with me. Yeah, so then you have learned something new. Okay guys, let's move on. This is your next question. And if you have any doubts, please don't hesitate to write me on the chat box. So I will try to answer your doubts. Okay, this is your next question. You might not see the timer fully because I want to give you a good resolution so that I'm hiding the timer. So, but for this question, you have 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Good. Let me see the chat. So A is being the pick as of now, and Sardak picked option D. Okay. hmm And majority is A. Okay. Good. And some people are picking option D also. Good. Okay, guys, let me try this question. After a lot of hard work, an agile team launches an innovative product to the market that fails to satisfy the targeted customer. and the NPS means net promoter score becomes too low. Your project sponsor was not happy as substantial investments have already been made in marketing campaigns and quality control. As a project manager, how will you prevent future failures of this kind? Okay, let me try to understand what was asked in the question. Uh, an agile team has launched the product that fails to meet the needs of the end user, and the NPS score is too low. NPS means net promoter score. This means it's simple, the customer ratings on the product. If you want to go to a restaurant, so what you will do, you will just search the name of the restaurant on the Google, and then you will get the rating, right, out of 5, how much rating that restaurant got. That is nothing but NPS, net promoter score, which is nothing but a customer experience on the product for the restaurant. Yeah, here our product which we launched is fails to meet the customer needs, and the net promoter score of our product is also low. Your project sponsor was not happy as a lot of investment had made on marketing and quality control. Quality control means testing. How I will prevent these kind of situation in the future? That was asked in the question. Now let's apply elimination technique. Come up with more stringent test and features for the minimum viable product. Okay, what was the problem in the question we have? We didn't develop a product which meets the needs of the customer. Nowhere in the question it is stated quality control is bad, means the product has a bad quality, means of course extrinsic quality is bad, but nowhere in the question it is stated intrinsic quality is bad, means internal quality. Why I want to come up with more stringent test? And also, see, when we are coming up with a minimum viable product, of course, yeah, I agree, we can go to the market and we can gauge the interest of the stakeholders. I'm 50-50. A looks like a good choice, let me keep it as of now. Let's read B. Facilitate a proper sync up between product owner and marketing manager. This also looks like a good choice. When you are facilitating a good sync up between the product owner and marketing manager, the marketing manager may give up a features which will meet the needs of the customer, and product owner can prioritize the features. With that, this problem can be solved. B also looks like a good choice for me. Define target customers persona type in a broader way. We can do that. We can define different personas, and from that we can try to learn the user interest. Looks like a good choice. Let's read D. Come up with a continuous consumer usability testing and incorporate the feedback. This looks like an excellent choice for me. See, what are you doing here? You are coming up with some end user testing. You are doing the end user testing of your product, and with that you can make sure that whether your product meets the needs of the customer, and then you can incorporate the feedback. When you feel like during the testing it is not meeting the needs, you can make the change on the product. Option D is directly addressing the challenge what I have in the question. When I do option D, definitely I will make sure I develop a product with which meets the needs of the customer, and obviously my net promoter score will increase. Yeah, A, B, and C are good, but D looks like a better choice than A, B, and C. Especially if you look option A, I don't want to come up with more stringent tests. Nowhere in the question it is stated my quality is too bad. Only my extrinsic quality is bad. So my pick would be D here, and D is the right choice. Yeah. So again, guys, I agree. This question is a little challenging question. That's okay. If you guys have picked the wrong one, make sure that you know you are set after my explanation. Good. So Pidambar, you have asked what are the different ways of doing usability testing at the consumer level? Any examples? See, this is a bigger topic. I cannot give some examples here. Even if I say a name, I want to explain that name. That will take a lot of time. But let me tell you the mindset behind you should have for this exam. See, some questions, if you read, some of the statement you won't understand. Even some of the options you won't understand. I have seen a lot of people who picked option D. They might they at least some people might not know that what is consumer usability testing, but with that right mindset, by doing a usability testing, I can address the problem what I have in the question. With that mindset, they have picked option D. Yeah. So that is a mindset you should build as well. Always see the option and ask yourself whether the option which I'm picking is addressing the problem which I have in the question. Simple. When you are getting convinced, you will pick right choice. Yeah. Good. Let's move on, guys. You guys are doing good. Okay, this is your question number 3, and your time starts now. Okay, let me see the chat. And BADBD. Okay, so there is no one single option for this question except C. All other options are being picked. Okay, good. Okay, good. So now let me try this. As a project manager of an agile team, you got shocked when you see that an expert member's velocity is much lower than a junior team member's velocity. As a matter of the fact, the expert team member works diligently on most of the complex tasks and is known to produce defect free result. Which of the following is most likely the explanation behind this anomaly? Okay. First of all, for me, this question itself not making any sense. I'll tell you the reason. You should not compare velocity of a certain group with another group of people. Velocity is a team metrics. You should not count velocity for an individual people, but you may receive these kind of questions in the exam also. We don't have any choice, so we have to handle it. So let me try to handle it. So what I'm seeing is the expert members velocity is lower than the junior team people velocity. As a matter of the fact, you know that these expert guys are working on the complex task and they are giving the defect free results. Question is asking what can be the possible cause for it. Yeah. Now let's apply elimination technique. The expert team member happens to work faster and reports fewer hours than the junior team members. Okay. So this can be also possible cause, right? I'm not denying that. It can be the reason when they are reporting a fewer hours. Yes, A looks like a good choice for me. Let's read B. The expert team members executes more tests and therefore completes fewer stories than he or she is supposed to. This can be also possible reason behind this anomaly. Means they are doing more tests and because of that they complete less stories. Yeah, B also looks like a good choice. Let's read C. The younger team members are supposed to be more productive. Okay. Yeah, it can be. Okay. For example, I'm an old guy. I look like a young guy, but I'm really an old guy and I'm a lazy guy as well. Younger team members are supposed to be more productive. Yeah, this can be also a possible cause. I'm not denying that. The story point estimates on the experts' work happen to be way too low, as they are experts in those works. Looks like an excellent choice. See, in agile we do relative sizing. Okay, means we will select the base story, and actually rest of the stories we will make a relation, and then we will do sizing. Since these guys are expert, while they are doing the relative sizing, they will estimate little bit low, because they are so much expert, they won't take that much effort. So when they are doing like that, this can be a possible reason why their velocity is lower, looks lower. Yeah. So comparing A, B, and C, for me, A, B, and C are looking funny, but D looks logical. Yeah. So my pick would be D. So if you want to really understand this question, you have to be very strong on your concept of velocity, and you have to very strong on how to do relative sizing in agile. Only then you could able to pick the right choice for that question. Otherwise, you will find difficulty. But I really wanted to explain how to do relative sizing and about the velocity, but if I start explaining, that will take half an hour because that is a that much bigger topic. Yeah, so D is the right choice for this question. So when you guys really know how to do relative sizing, when you guys really know the concept behind that velocity, for sure after my explanation, for you guys, option D will look will make sense. Hmm? Good. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now with no excuse, I want you guys to pick everyone to pick the right choice for this question. This is a easy question with no excuse. Let me put some pressure on you guys. Okay, good. Yeah, considering the resolution, I cannot show you the timer. Yeah, so I'll give you 60 seconds for this. Your time starts now. Okay, let me let me see the chat and let me try to understand which options you guys are picking. Okay, good. So most of the people are picking option B. Okay, good guys. Let me try this question. A project team who is working on a hybrid project collected a series of data from historical information to help develop the project management plan. The team is now working on deliverables for the project when the compliance manager discovers a deviation in the compliance requirements after verifying the test results. As a project manager, what should be your first step? Okay, simple. Let me frame it up what I understood from this question. The first statement, the first sentence is it's a garbage. Yeah. So what was asked in the question is, a compliance manager discovers a deviation in the compliance requirement. As a project manager, what should be my first step? Yeah. Let's read option A. Identify the root cause of the problem and come up with a corrective action. Looks like a very good choice. Whenever you find an issue or defect, that is the first step. You have to identify the cause, and after that, you have to come up with the corrective actions. A looks like a good choice. Let's read B. Update the issue log. This is a better choice than A. See, always have this mindset. Whenever you are finding a problem or defect, Updating the issue log. That defect is nothing but an issue. Updating the issue log with that defect information should be your first step. Your second step should be option A. After the updation, you should try to identify the root cause of the problem, and you have to come up with the corrective actions. So I'm eliminating option A. So now option B is my pick. But let's read C and D. See, submit the change request and take the matter to CCB. Looks like a very good choice. But let's discuss the flow. When you're finding a defect, first update the issue log, and after that, try to identify the cause. Then come up with a corrective action. When you feel like that corrective action affects your baselines, take that matter to the CCB. C comes as a third step. C is gone. Still, B looks like a better choice for me. Update the risk register. No, this is not a risk. This is an issue because this is a current condition. A defect is already been identified. So this is an issue. I will update the issue log. Good. B is the right choice. Yeah. Good job, guys. Let's do last question, guys. Before doing last question, let me be very honest with you. I'm seeing 54 people on this particular session. Yeah, last week after the class, I went and saw my YouTube session. The likes was little lower, so yeah, I was little not happy. So I want you guys to like this session, to go to YouTube and please smash the like button if you are if my questions are really challenging you. Yeah, good. Okay, last question for today's class. Let's do this. Your time starts now. Okay, let me read the chat. And Abhilash picked option D, and everybody unanimous pick is C. Okay, let me try this question. You are the project manager of an automotive project, and your teams are located in different countries. Due to the lack of collaboration between virtual teams, the defect rate of the product got increased. The team did a root cause analysis, and the corrective action the team identified is that the agile team's workstations and Kanban board must be visible at all times. Which of the following collaboration solution will best help you to meet up with this virtual setup? Okay, this is a big question, but most of the statements in the questions are garbage. So let me tell you which part is important. Now, I want to keep the agile team's workstation and Kanban board visible all the times because we have a teams who are located at different locations. Between the teams, I want to always keep my workstation and Kanban board visible. Everyone could able to see each other Kanban boards. Yeah. How this will help? How I'm gonna make this setup? Let's read option A. Facilitate an on-demand video conferencing. Okay, ask this question to yourself. From the question, it is very clear that it should be visible at all the times. Here, if you see that you are facilitating a on-demand video conferencing. No, on-demand video conferencing will not make sure it is always visible at every time. Yeah, it is on demand. A, not a good choice for me. Schedule often a call with the virtual teams and enhance the collaboration. No. For the same reason why I said A is not a good choice, B is also not a good choice. Here you are not making Kanban board visible at all the times. You are again scheduling a call whenever it is necessary. Often. No. Place monitors comprising of information radiators. Okay, of course you can place it in your virtual team. You can place monitors comprising of information radiator, but how will you make sure that the information radiators is always visible at all times to all the virtual team members? Are we addressing the problem? Really not. Let's read D. Make fishbowl windows. Okay, so most of my students, and also even in the LinkedIn and email, who are even not my students, they will ask me questions. So they will, one of the common question I get is, what is this fishbowl window? Guys, it's simple. Fishbowl window means it's an always on video conferencing link. Simple. See, in Agile, we have a value, right? Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. In Agile, we have to always promote individuals and interactions between people. Yeah. So when we have virtual teams, how will you promote this value? If you really want to make individuals and interactions, and sometimes people use fishbowl windows, means there will be always a video conferencing link on. Whenever a virtual team member wants to talk with another virtual team member, just get up, go to that video conferencing link, call that person name, and talk. With that, individuals and interactions can be promoted. So now let's go back to the question. I want to make sure Kanban board must be visible at all times. When I make a fishbowl window, which is nothing but always on video conferencing link, I'll make sure that Kanban board is visible all the times. And Agile workstation as well. D is my pick. I know the people who picked option C might have not known what is this fishbowl window. So I hope I have teached you some new concept today. Yeah. So with this, we concluded today's session, guys. Again, if you feel like my questions has really challenged you, smash the like button. Yeah. And I hope you guys enjoyed this today's session as well. And I hope you guys have learned some new things as well. Yeah. So thank you for your participation. Just a sec. Yeah, thank you for your participation on today's session, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Yeah, that's okay. If you guys are picking wrong choices, that's absolutely fine. Make sure, you know, after my explanation, you guys have understood. Even if you are not understanding from this session, don't hesitate to write me an email. So I'll just put my email ID on the screen. So this is my email ID. You are seeing on the screen, Gautham.Sudakar at eduhubspot.com. When you guys have any doubts, don't hesitate to write me an email. Definitely, I'm gonna reply to each and every email of you. It's okay if you guys are not my students, as also it's absolutely fine. Don't hesitate to write email to me. Yeah. And moreover, when you really want to know how Edu HubSpot coaches their students and how my boot camps will be, also you can just write me an email. So definitely I will help you with everything you are looking for. Yeah, and moreover, my September boot camp, means weekend boot camp, is going to start very soon. I'm very excited to meet new group of people, new group of project managers from different geographies. And to be honest, guys, I always accept very less crowd, because I don't teach people, I actually discuss with people in my boot camps. Yeah, I'll be asking a lot of questions. By answering to my questions, people will learn. That's how my classes would be. So I always limit my class. I don't take more students, because when I take more people, uh, I cannot make it interactive. So there are only 2 or 3 seats left for my class, which is going to start on the Saturday. If you guys want to know how my class and everything, and definitely just write me an email to me, which you are seeing on the screen. And if you guys have a target to complete this PMP certification within month of October, you have to sit for my September batch. Yeah, I'll make sure that you are clearing this PMP exam. But trust me, I'm gonna grill you by giving lot of homeworks. Yeah. Okay, guys. So now, before closing the session, let me say bye to everybody because I have a lot of wishes on the chat. You're welcome, Teresa. Hey, Joy. Thank you. Glad you liked the session. Hi, Joby. Thank you. Awesome session, Gautam. Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked. Abhilash, you're welcome. So, Madan, you told me you're supposed to call me. Yeah, still 20 more minutes is there, buddy. I'll give you a call. Pamela, thank you. Glad you liked it. And Jagdish, yes, questions are very tough. See, your PMP exam is not so easy. Let me be very honest with you. See, the questions which I'm providing is a free content. Okay. So your real PMP exam will be even more difficult than these questions which you're seeing. See, I'm not threatening you or something. I'm just telling you the real facts. Okay. So this is the fact. Your exam is so difficult. Make sure your concepts are right. That is very, very, very important. Only when you are strong on your concepts, only when you're strong with your concepts, you can able to manage the exam. Yeah. Even though if you're not my students, even though when you're taking courses from some other providers, please make sure your concepts are right. Only then you can pass this exam. Mm. Hi, Pamela. Glad you liked it. So I have a message from Kalyan. Thank you, Gautam. Yes, all are challenging. Great learning. Thank you so much. I'm glad you learned. You're welcome, Dali. And I have a message from Annie. Greetings from Armenia. Many thanks for the session. I have an exam in 2 days. 4 out of the same in the real exam. So first of all, Annie, all the best for your exam. Yeah. Let me also set up the expectation. See, any practice question which you are doing, you will not see exactly the same questions in the PMP exam. No one in the world can create that. When someone is claiming that you will exactly see the same question what I have in the exam simulator, this means those guys are bluffing. Don't believe them. But the practice which you are making will make sure that you can able to handle those questions better. Yeah. So all the very best, Annie. And your score on today's session is too good. So I hope you will clear it. Yeah. Best of luck. So this was a nice. I have smashed the like button already. Thank you, Adivale. Good. Thanks for smashing the like button. Hi, Sumesh. Good to know you have liked it. Thank you. You're welcome, Mary. Thank you, Nachi. So thank you, Azebo. Glad you liked the session. You're welcome, Jigar. Hi, Pitampar. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Anjana. And thank you, Cassie. Okay, so with this, we are closing this week's session, guys. So let's meet next week with with new set of questions. I'll try my level best to. I'll make sure the next week questions are also challenging you. Yeah. So all the very best for the guys who are preparing for the exam, and all the very best for the guys whom you're gonna appear for the exam so early. Yeah. See you. Bye.